Good morning, this is Scott. I'm on Ohlone Land. I want to talk about something real quick. I want to talk about how we're raising dogs. My thing about effective dog behaviors, one of them is to keep dogs out of shelters. Even if they go to shelters, how to help them recover. Shelters aren't necessarily a bad thing. The rush to get them out is bad, but that's another story. But I want to talk about why our need to raise dogs as a breed, their job, months later, versus emotional creatures, sentient beings that nature has developed. And yes, we have influenced greatly to work for humans, work with humans, that we're actually raising dogs for jobs. We're raising dogs with intent, not raising dogs, to be companions. Every breed, in order to get those behaviors you love, to continue on with a line, was done through companionship. Was done through, and then through teamwork. Breeds came about to help us with jobs, to help us with jobs. Very selfish, but the companionship never went away. Any breed you have is not their job. Just because you have a Malinois doesn't mean they have to be military. In fact, I prefer you don't. I prefer you look up why that is. Bloodhounds, trigger warning, for a long time, during the Jim Crow era of pre-civil rights, they were bred and trained to hunt down formerly enslaved folks. Meaning, and they were raised with black folks to make sure the dogs knew who they were hunting, which is a totally wrong stereotype to get into. Line of thinking, all that other stuff to go into. It's extremely racist, but that's the way it was. But every breed that you look at is not just their job. We don't need to raise them because they are a German Shepherd. We don't need to interact with them because they're a Malinois, because they're a pit bull, or because they're a corgi, or because they're a herding breed. We don't need to categorize these dogs into being just that, because the number one thing all dogs need is companionship. They all need a friendship. They all need to know they're safe in order to be able to do that job we want them to do. So let's think about that for a second. You okay, Mila? I gotta give you a rub down. Clean up, you might have some ragweed on you. So, your dog is not their breed first. We need to get back to raising puppies to be puppies so they can be better dogs. This is how Mother Nature intended dogs to be, intended us to be. We don't need to make these adults before their time. We might prevent a lot of behavioral problems. We might see behavioral problems as a way for emotional growth and not blame ourselves and blame people. I mean, statistically, you look at what dogs are in the shelter, what age they're in the shelter, and it's about 2 years old. Look at what happens in the brain during teenage years. In all species. Yes, we were all teenagers. You okay, Mila? You okay? I got you. This is Scott with AffectiveDog.com, your nomadic dog trainer. Have a great day. Beautiful Ohlone Land. It is foggy. There's Golden Gate Bridge slightly. Have a great day. Just some things to think about.